Millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep hoping. When I say penitentiary, put him in him.
I put on this, yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
Separate yourself.
Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great. Non-stop. Keep the pace.
I'm down.
King, right back at y'all with another one. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon to y'all. Y'all already know how we do over here, man. Peace and blessings to everybody that's in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Keep y'all head up out there. Be vigilant. Keep your face out your phones. When you're getting in and out of the car, make sure you're not having stuff visible in your car. Just try to be safe as possible. We can't catch everything, but we don't want to avoid nothing. Do me a favor, on the way in, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the Rize podcast, subscribe. And y'all know how we do over here, man. I'm gonna get some sponsors out of the way. Before I get the sponsors out of the way, I'm gonna shout out to my peoples, my homeboy at the Firehouse Tavern. I know you watching. I call him Frankie Beverly and Mays. He look just like him. Good brother, good dude, man. So you watching, man. Peace and blessings to you. It was a pleasure seeing you today, my good brother. Keep doing the right thing. A lot of people think doing the right thing is a bad thing. But all right, y'all. Let's get this show started. Let's get this party started. I was on point with my predictions this weekend, because when I'm off on a prediction or something, everybody pound me. But it's boxing. Anything can happen in boxing. I go with who I think gonna win, why I think they're gonna win. It's just predictions, everybody. And if you predict the right thing, good call. If you predict the wrong thing, it is what it is. You know, you can't. Remember, none of us in there throwing punches. All right, y'all, let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds, one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibad.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Don't forget to go over there to www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Support him. He an artist in the ring, out of the ring. Go over to www.miakillerb.com. Support Mia in her boxing journey. Keep her in y'all prayers in her recovery. And shout out to Richie Baby for the 5 intros and edits. Appreciate you, nephew. If don't nobody love you, I do. I appreciate everything you do. And I don't take nothing you do for granted. Trust me when I tell you this. Because I appreciate that. You don't have to do what you doing. The Smoothie King appreciate you. Shout out the R.I.P. to John Boy, R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotions featuring Miss Nikki, a.k.a. Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy, EOE, Education Over Everything, My Brother Movement, Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Aunt McQueen Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing, Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there Wednesday night to support them at 15 rounds of boxing. AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear. Go over to their websites, check them out. Don't forget to go over to the RizePodcast.com. Get your Smoothie King shirts. Right back at y'all with another one. And shout out to Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. Shout out to Miss Monas, Miss Yaya. Appreciate all the things y'all ever done for the podcast. Trucker Sally, Chris Trucker, just to name a few. Kyle Coolett, Timothy Stoppage, all the people, and Miss Serena. I know you don't come in over here no more, but God bless you anyway. You know, appreciate all the years of support that you've shown, because I don't hold no malice in my heart for nobody because they want to make their own choices of what works for them. Let me make that clear. So God bless each and every one of you. Shout out to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Coach Calvin and Kenny Way. Get your Shari's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. Last but not least, Official Gear Boxing, all the fighters wearing it. Bang, 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 bang. Coach Squeeze up in the building with it too. Y'all see the shirt. Box. Raw. In the building. Yeah, they looked out for me. This thing fresh. Shout out to Box Raw. All right, y'all, let me go over here to the chat, see who up in here. Melody Queen, 27, best moderator in the game. Shout out to Melody Queen. God bless you and your family. Good afternoon, Coach Squeeze. Seeing you in the Rise Podcast. Peace and blessings to all. Melody Queen, 27. Don't forget to hit the like button. On your way in, please and thank you. Ace is the place of the helping hardware store. What it do, man? God bless you. J. Tony Bossman, what's good, Coach Squeeze? This Bossman Tony. I had to make a new account. Some hacker got into my old account. This still Bossman Tony. Okay. Appreciate you, man. And I'm glad you got that situation fixed. Because you got them internet junkies looking to get the ups on people. Blessings, Miss Mona. The Queen has spoken and she in the building. Stretched Out Boxing, good peoples. What it do? Y'all see what I'm repping? That Oreo, Baltimore Oreo for life. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? Got the freshie on. You know what I mean? I know y'all like Coach Squeeze and lost his mind. I'm a Oreo, I'm a Baltimorean, born and raised. Love my city. Let me see. C.J. Rich took his belt and his girl. I remember that. The Bombs, what it do? Squeeze in the building. Devin Franey. You know what I call you, Devin Franey. Why he ducking that boy Lamont? Laughing emojis. Melody Queen, 27. This weekend, we're going to be talking about the fights this weekend. Let's see if Devin Franey can talk about the fights. Let's see how versatile you is, Devin Franey. You see, let me see how much you know about boxing. Did you see the Moses Itauma destroys Dillian White in Raymond Ford fight. You see that, champ? Devin Faney, you see that? What y'all think about that fight? Alan Johnson, what it do? Boxing moving right along, man. Told everybody. Coach Calvin, you seen it? What you think, champ? I'm going to do a segment for you one day about your boy Tank. I'm going to hook you up, champ. Just wait for me. Wait for me, champ. I'm going to hook you up. But what about the fights that happen? And they happen Friday, if I'm not mistaken. What y'all think, man, about the fights? Okay, thank you, champ. You finally showed me your versatility, champ. Now you can get on me about your boy Tank. I'm going to take your comments, champ. I appreciate that. Now I take your comments. You finally showed me some love, champ. All the Usyk talk should chill for now. Let them grow. Okay, you know what? Go ahead and talk about Tank, yo. You got the pass now. Nobody else talk about Tank but my boy Devin Haney. I'm looking at the little highlights now of the Raymond Ford versus Abraham Nova fight highlights. And it was on the zone. You know Nova, come forward, aggressive. He aggressive. He a brawler. He going at Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford standing in the fire, showing his defensive skills. Top of the morning, Mr. Henson. From what I'm saying, Abraham Nova dictating the pace so far. Raymond Ford walking them down. Nova shelling up, circling. Raymond Ford coming forward. He got Nova circling the ring. He touching him, tenderizing him. You can't shell up on that rope like that. Nova backing him up, coming forward. Ford grabbing, slowing Nova down. Nova coming forward, high guard. Good defense off the rope by Raymond Ford. Way to stay calm in the heat of battle. This was a slugfest. This was definitely War of the Wills. Nova got his head in his chest on the ropes. Now they back in the center of the ring. Oh, it went the distance. I'm looking at some of the comments, and they saying Ford couldn't even drop Nova. Got hurt by him. He will lose once he steps up. Nova, you're retiring. You're so very slow. People saying Born Fight thought it was a Born. One comment, another robbery for the hype job. One comment, Ford is trash. Bro, soon as he steps up in competition, he's going to lose. Got hurt by Nova and couldn't keep him from coming, but yet he can beat Tank and Roach. Yeah, from the comments, a lot of people wasn't impressed with Ford's output, but y'all gotta understand, even though Abraham Nova was on I think a 2-week notice to prepare for Ford, if I'm not mistaken, for 2 weeks preparation and who you gonna fight. I'll always say, if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready in boxing. Devin Haney say Raymond did good, but that wasn't a dominant performance. And to be honest, he should have got him out of there. Ray is athletic, while Nova is game. If you turn up the pace, you can take him out. Ford tried, but Devin Haney say Moses looked good, but he wasn't in there with no opposition. Okay. Raphael 32. Boxing Scene said Nova versus Ford was Tom and Jerry. Was working. Missed that fight. Seen Moses versus Whyte. Yeah, let's Lord's 4500. Yo. Salute Rize Podcast. Senior Squeeze. What it do though? Let's switch over to the Moses Itauma versus Dillian White fight. Kevin House. Is a house of love, and I learned. That was what I basically thought it would play out. I would have to say I gave a couple of scenarios with that fight, and one of them came to fruition and played out. That happened. Dillian White, to me, looked like he came in good shape. He wasn't as out of shape as he normally be with the extra pounds. So I'm thinking it was from the scale, it was going to be a little more rougher fight than what I anticipated. But then I looked at Moses, Itauma, how big he was. How big he was. I didn't know he was going to be. He was taller than Dillian White, longer, and he used his boxing ability very well to set up the first round knockout, which was one of my scenarios that it could be plausible. And I thought Dillian White looked to be slow, a little slower. Not the Dillian White that I remember 3 years ago, 4 years ago, with a little more speed behind them punches with the wars that he's been in. But people got to understand, combat sports, if you sit down and talk to any of the fighters, athletes, period, basketball, football, the body wears down. I know as fans, you can get caught up in what you think the guy should do and how he should perform, and I get it, but y'all gotta understand, Father Time is undefeated. You can't beat Father Time, especially in that ring. You got your freak athletes. LeBron James is one of them. Floyd Mayweather, another one. Just to name a few. Bernard Hopkins was one of them. Guys that really take care of their bodies and do the right thing in and out of the ring. Kevin House say Moses is a beast. Raphael 32. Whyte was in good shape. I picked Whyte to win, not lying. Okay, keep it up. Mr. Henson, shout out Upton and Headbangers. Got some good fights happening in September. Tasha Reese White, good to see you. You got to fight in your age range. Don't always work out like that, Tasha Reese White. I get your point. I know where you going with that statement, but you know how it is, man. It's all about the bag right now, you know. It's all about that bag, man, and people coming out of retirement to get that bag. You know, Tasha Reese White, especially if a person struggling financially, it's hard to convince them to come out after 5 years, 10 years, whatever, back to make a big fight with a name that's pulsating through the boxing community. Sugar Ray Leonard did it with Marvin Hagler. 5 years out of the sport, came back, did something impossible. People thought Sugar was going to get killed, knocked out by Marvin Hagler. But prime example, if you stay in shape, doing the right things, in and out of the ring, anything can happen for you. You know, so I remember that fight like yesterday. Sugar Ray let his hands go. Marvin kept coming forward, looking for that one punch to get Sugar out of there, which never came. My point in taking is, y'all got to understand. Let me break it down for y'all guys. I've been boxing probably, I'm 56. I've been boxing since I was 6 years old, speeding up to this point. The reaction time, the body, the mind telling you yes, but my body's telling me nah. My body telling me no. I think I could pull the trigger, but I'm not firing off. So Dillian White, I think, at that point where he's fighting this young lion looking to stamp his name in the heavyweight division and in boxing, you already then squares the most out of your career that you gonna squeeze. It happens. It is what it is, you know. Shout out to Dillian White for stepping in the ring, taking on his young up and coming line. But it happens, man. But I'm gonna do my homework and look at Usyk and see what I could come up with. What chance that Itauma will have with Usyk. I would love to see what he would have with Usyk. You know, which I think is too soon, in my opinion. So what y'all think? Let me hear y'all opinions on where y'all think Moses Itauma should go from here. Give me some of y'all suggestions and Stretched Out Boxing, what it do? Give me some of y'all opinions of where Itauma should go next. I wouldn't mind seeing them fight Ortiz, Zhang, Joshua, the Bronze Bomber, Big Miller, Baby Miller, Jared Anderson, any of those guys in that neighborhood, I wouldn't mind seeing them fight. Martin, there's plenty of guys out there for him to fight. But, you know, let's see if he would take those fights. Moses Itauma versus Jared Anderson, I think would be a good fight. Yeah, I named any of those guys, and I think any of those fights would be good for him. Anthony White, him and Big Baby would be a good money fight. Exactly. So I drew up a little concoction, and I threw y'all some names on the hook to see where y'all stop at spending the pendulum. But Usyk next? No. What's going on, champ?
What's going on, champ? How you feeling?
Hanging in there, yourself.
How you been? It's been a minute, champ. What's good?
Hanging in there. Staying prayed up, and humble, man.
How you like them fights last night?
Were they last night or Friday?
Dillian White fought last night, I think, right?
I thought they had the highlight reel on.
Well, it might have been Friday night. I thought it was.
I think it was Friday. I was thrown off by it. But anyway, nevertheless, here there. I saw the fights, both fights. And you asked me about Dillian White fight or Raymond Ford? Which one you asked me about?
I'm about to ask you about Dillian White. Yeah, Dillian White fought last night.
Oh, okay.
Raymond Ford fought Friday night.
Ah, okay. I watched both of them, and I threw a couple of scenarios in there, and one of them was answered, the knockout. That wasn't my only hypothesis of that fight, but it was one of the three that I say would be plausible of happening out of my three scenarios I gave.
Heather E, what's going on?
I would say that this was damaging and hurtful for the Dillian White career because he got knocked out. If he'd have went the distance and lasted for 12 rounds, I think it would still be another big fight or a nice money fight out there for him. But by him getting knocked out in the first round, it hurt his stock tremendously.
I think he still get a fight though.
You heard what I said.
Yeah, I mean, I still think he can get a money fight. Somebody gonna want to put one of their young guns up against him to see if he can get past him, see if he can pass the test. You know what I mean?
See your heart, goddamn. The man just got knocked out by a young gun.
Yeah, listen,
you think he want to go there with another young gun?
You might put one more against him. You know what I mean? You know how I do once you start. You know what I mean? Going down that slope, they try to make their fight a name off you. You know what I mean? Who else can whoop you?
All right, okay, I hear your verdict here. I guess he a punching bag now. He a journey, man.
I'm just saying, it's another fight up there for him. He still got hope. It ain't over.
He looked it in good shape, but it just don't look good when you lose like that.
These numbers getting on my nerves, Queen. What you think about Ray Ford versus Nova?
Another one that I gave scenarios. I look at the comments in the comment section, and a lot of people were saying that Raymond Ford couldn't jump up and fight the upper echelon of the division with that performance against Nova, which is a tough outing for anybody while it lasts. But I think that Raymond Ford need to reevaluate what he working on in camp, how he need to grow. Like I say, Everybody ain't gonna get everybody out of there, but he need to work on a lot of mechanics. And I thought it was action-packed, decent fight. What I saw, and I watched the fight. That's how I felt about it. But I would give him last night a C+.
Oh, Ray Ford a C+?
Yeah.
What you give? Man. What could he have done better?
He could have stopped crossing his feet up. He could have been more decisive in what he wanted to do. It looked like he was almost halting in between his punches. Should I go up top? Should I go downstairs? Last minute decisions in the heat of battle. And I think he could have moved his head a little bit more offline. I never really seen him throw the uppercut, right hook, left uppercut, right hook. Those are a couple of things I think he could have clinked up and used his youth on Nova. Those are the couple things I saw he could have done better.
Who would you like to see him up against next? Yeah, I made sure I had him on Miss Shara. I said before I come on, I gotta have my glasses for Miss Shara.
At the E,
who would you want to see Ray Ford against next?
He had 30, 35. He had 35.
35, I want to say.
Yeah, Nova. I'm gonna say 35. Everybody talking Shockey Foster, because some of Shockey Foster seem like they at the brink, at that wall where they show glimpses of what they could be, but then it gets stagnated for whatever reason during the course of the fight. So I would say a Shockey Foster to answer your question.
He had 130 too.
130, Raymond Ford.
Yeah, they fought that super feather.
That's what I would say.
What about Moses Itauma? Who you got for him then?
I don't know if you heard before you came on. I named a list that I would think he could face any of those guys next. Ortiz, Miller, Anderson, Martin, Wilder, Zhang. I named 6 heavyweights that he could go in the ring with next and try his hand. But then I also said Usyk, no.
Nah. I like Jared Anderson. Miller, the bigger one, right?
Yep.
So Jared Anderson, that's the one over there with Top Rank. Be fighting with Shakur and them all the time.
Correct.
I want to see them two fight. Give me Jared Anderson. T Hill, what's going on, champ? How you feeling?
He got some meat. He got some meat in the heavyweight division to eat on.
Yeah, I mean he definitely got some options, but I would like to see him and Jared Anderson. I really want to see where Jared Anderson at. I want to see where his mind frame at. What he got going on. You know what I mean? I think that'd be a good test for both of them. Who wanted more? That's the fight I want to see. For Ray Ford. Give me I like that one. What you just say his name was?
Shockey Foster.
I like Ray Ford versus Foster. I like that fight. I ain't mad at that fight. Excuse me. What's been going on in the boxing world, Squeeze? How you liking the boxing world right now? How you been liking all these fights? We've been getting fights.
I've been loving it. I just try to keep it in this proper perspective far as how I'm gauging these guys talent-wise. You know, you want to be respectful in your rebuttals.
Who? So what do you think? I've been hearing a lot of chat. I've been hearing a lot of rumors going around swirling. What you think about these boxing rumors that's swirling right now?
On what?
Bouts and Virgil Ortiz. That's one that's floating around. You got Tank and Pacquiao floating around. You got Andre Ward and Jake Paul or Anthony Joshua. It's a couple fights rumors floating around with no real confirmation. Why you mad, Toya? What's going on?
No, you know, that's gonna happen. You know, the he say, she say, back and forth banter. I pay attention to some of it, and then some of it goes over my head, it goes past my earlobes if I don't think that those fights for me personally make any sense. But, you know, everybody in the business of trying to eat, you know, so I'm not mad at him.
Jake Paul versus Andre Ward.
Jake Paul versus Andre Ward?
Mm-hmm.
Andre Ward. Andre Ward, he gonna punish him. He gonna punish him. Andre Ward gonna punish Jake Paul.
How long been since Andre Ward fought?
What, 5 years? About 5.
Let me see what I can get on Andre Ward. I know this ain't him. Yeah. I can't get him to come up. Here we go. Damn, you said 5 years?
Am I not mistaken? 3, 4, 5 years?
No, he fought Kovalov in June 2017.
Well, longer than that?
8 years.
Oh, okay. A couple years off. My bad. I don't really be sitting around counting how long, you know, a person been out. I could get it probably close off the top of my head, but I really don't.
I mean, the stats, you could be off, you know what I mean, as long as we get it right.
Because I'm so trying to be acclimated on the guys that is active, not the guys that willingly still had more in the gas tank, but they walked away for whatever their reasons were. None of my business, but I'm trying to be fixated on the fighters that's fighting today. But in the same token, those questions have to be answered and asked. So I get it, and I understand. I don't ponder on them too long, but I would see Andre Ward decimating them. Ate at his groceries. God bless. Welcome to the chat. Smash that like button, chat. But
that screen name is wild, crazy. That deserves a pause.
what happened, chat?
That screen name, that's just diabolical. That can't be a real page. Okay.
But
That's wild, T Hill. That's wild.
But Mr. Henson said I want to see Andre Ward versus Chris Eubanks Jr. at 168. That'll be a landslide. Heather E. Tank and Pack would be fun, especially since Pack still got it. Everybody got their own opinion. Everybody got their own opinion.
That's crazy stretched out boxing. That ain't no new age stuff. That's just wow.
Yeah.
Dang, man, that was crazy how he did him. Excuse me. Hey, I want to say, like, I appreciate everybody who was texting and reaching out, man, while I was gone. Thank you for the support, well wishes, and prayers. It means a lot, man. I was dealing with some personal issues, and life been tough. So everybody that reached out, you know what I mean, checked on me, thank you. I appreciate it. Why you mad? Toya said Ray Ford didn't win that fight.
See, you had a bunch of different opinions in the chat for that fight.
What you think? Did he win?
I'm gonna go back and watch it again, double back. But what I saw, it was close. But let me go back and watch it again. I always do, to really give it a assessment when it goes the distance. Because what we gotta understand when we watch these fights, it's crazy how what punch I might count, you might don't count as a punch or as a score. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But from what I saw, you know, it was a lot going on for me last night, but that's another now and here and there. I probably hit you on that one, but that ain't for the air. But I was paying attention to I'm gonna go back. I want everybody to go back, do your homework, and look. I like to challenge y'all boxing sense and IQ of what y'all seen. But yeah.
Before we get out of here, I want to get on this Brian Norman, Devin Haney, man. What you think? What's your thoughts? Talk to me, Squeeze.
Devin Haney been in the chat, strolling in the chat, but I just think Devin just, if your heart wasn't in it, I was gone long ago. If your heart wasn't in it, I should have quit long ago. Still be holding on to your love. I just think that Ryan Garcia fight took a lot out of Devin, and it showed in the Ramirez fight. You know, I could be wrong, but I'm not inside Devin Haney. I'm not, you know, I wish all these guys the best. I'm living check to check. Who am I? But I'm just giving my boxing intake and what I see and being in the ring myself and fighting before. It's just his body language is giving me he can't win against Brian Norman with that temperament, I would say.
I also don't think he could change that temperament either.
That's my opinion. Who am I?
The Smoothie King, Tyrone Squeeze Palmer.
Yeah, well, you know how that is. Everybody got a name. You know what I mean? But yeah, all assets, to be honest with you, man, all jokes aside, I just got Brian Norman being too much for Devin. Just be honest. Devin haven't shown me nothing to have me to worry about him giving Brian Norman any issues in there. He's not popping the jab like he used to. He's not moving his feet. I'm just looking at the tail of the tape I'm judging it from.
Dang. Last question before we can do our closing arguments. Things heating up over there with that Bud and Canelo fight. You still got Canelo?
You threw that in pretty nicely. I like that right blind hook. Like I said before, I'm just looking at, can my boy hurt this guy that haven't really been rocked or devastatingly hurt from bigger guys hitting up against his flesh? Bud for Metronov, he beat him, he cruised, or whatever he want to call it. I'm just looking at it from a boxing standpoint of view. Can he outbox Canelo? Sure. Is his IQ boxing wise? I would give him an edge on, in my opinion. But Canelo is Canelo, and he's been acclimated at that weight division. He fought a 175-pounder and didn't get rocked. He got touched up, but never really wobbled to anything. Those just my concerns with the fight.
Can David beat Goliath?
Basically.
Where would a win over Canelo, right? What would that do for Bud? Where would that put Bud? And what would that say about Canelo?
Hold on, you cramming me, champ. You asked me 14 questions in one. Which one you want to hear first? You trying to confuse me.
3. Where would a win over Canelo put Bud?
It would put him on the Mount Rushmore of boxing.
What would that say? What would that say about Bud?
No matter what opposition he faced, no matter what the odds may say on paper, he is what he say he is. That dog in the ring. Next.
What does it say about Canelo?
That him avoiding the Mexican monster David Benavidez was the right thing to do.
Damn. I don't think Canelo could weather the storm from David Benavidez. And he know it. I just don't.
We answering off that part 3 question you gave. If Bud beats him, I just piggybacked off of. Could you be mad that he didn't want to get in there with Benedict?
Yeah. No, I mean, no, you can't be mad.
You know what I mean? If Bud beats him.
Because you got to look at the fighters who wasn't scared of Canelo, who wasn't impressed by the name. Landy Lara, who we can arguably say gave Canelo his first loss. We can go in there with Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean? He wasn't falling for that shit. We can go with what's my guy name? Bivol, like, you know what I mean? They the only couple guys I can really say that wasn't scared. When you go look at like the Charlo twins, he laid down. When you look at Plant was a mind his work. You know what I mean? He was happy. He was mesmerized, happy to be in the ring with, you know what I mean, Canelo. And a lot of these guys, you know what I mean, they was in the same position. What's the other guy he just fought? The young kid that Canelo fought.
Skull.
That was Skull? No. I thought he fought somebody else in between that. Hold up.
Was it William Skull?
It might have been Skull, but I thought it was somebody else.
Mr. Henson say, don't forget Triple G.
Was it Skull?
William Skull.
Tommy Munguia, that's what I was talking about.
Tommy Munguia.
Like these guys, they was, you know what I mean, they was impressed by the name.
All right, close the arguments because I got to get out of here. That's why I came on early. My grandson birthday tomorrow. I got to go grab him some gifts.
How do you turn them off?
Mike Tyson turned 4.
That's Tata's son, right?
Yeah. Mike Tyson turned 4 tomorrow. Pop already got him his card. I'm going to go. I knew I forgot that. I'm going to have to go back and get the gift bag. Jeez.
I'm waiting for where my card at. I'm coming to get my card too.
No problem.
Say no, I was just messing with you. No, a dope show, you know what I mean? Appreciate it. Glad to be back. Good to see you, Squeeze.
Yeah. Hey, you got to handle your business. You got to handle your business, man. Life first.
It's been a
this
rough
ain't
one.
going nowhere. We gonna do what we do and do the best we can. That's just what life's all about. Nobody holding no hat down or nothing.
We definitely ready to turn it up a notch. You know what I mean?
We just keep moving. That's all.
Closing arguments.
Boxing moving right along. Let's continue to watch how Turkey unfold. The Zone is bringing on great fights. And let's give the new wave of fighters a chance. Let's not just judge them with one fight. And God bless each and every one of y'all. Have a safe week, please.
My closing arguments, check on the people that are always okay. Sometimes they're not okay and they just telling you they all right. Just check on them. Reach out to them. You know what I mean? Had another dope show on the books. Have a good one.
Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them rich.